Have you ever wondered why habitat restoration even matters? The truth is, it matters to all players. Are you into collecting cool-looking monsters?
I see.
Do you care about monsters with unique abilities and better battle mechanics?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm looking at you in-game players.
You did it!
Are you farming for higher quality monsters and materials to craft even better equipment? Or maybe you're just curious. What would an electric Anjanath look like compared to a normal fire one? Oh yeah, look at him. That's cool. Yeah, that looks really cool on the Anjanath. Oh, he does have an electric blast. What?
Go.
And maybe you're just into ecological restoration systems and just want your overworld brimming with all kinds of monsters.
Well,
If you said yes to any or all of these, then understanding habitat restoration is crucial. It's not just a side feature, it shapes how you play, farm, fight, and explore the world. The sections will be posted here, so feel free to jump to the section or sections you need the most.
I trust you to serve as her
After meeting Eleanor,
Wait, her escort?
thank
you will have to
very
complete her
much.
quest, the Princess of Vermeil.
For now, I'm in your care, Prince.
Habitat restoration will be unlocked after completing the Princess of
should do
Vermeil
it.
and Endangered Species quests.
Everything okay?
One second. Is something the matter?
I don't know. It's like something's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You will first have to slay the Pharaoh Yankuku.
It's Feral!
Then let's take care of it! Let's give it our all.
I'm ready.
After slaying the Pharaoh Yankuku, the camp feature will be unlocked, along with access to the mess hall, caravan stand, blacksmith, shop, and other features in the field. After a small set of
Beautiful as the
cutscenes,
driven
the
snow,
concept of
whose
invasive
effects are
species and endangered
catastrophic.
species,
We call it the
along with their
death trap.
relationship, will be made apparent.
It has devastated our fields, leaving many of our people homeless and starving in its wake.
That's right. We care for the eggs of endangered species and then return them to the wild. But, it's not exactly easy. The process is threatened by what we call invasive monsters. They endanger the ecosystem by trying to take over another's territory.
You can only hunt invasive species when they show themselves at night. After gathering information about the Yangaruga, fight it and use that information to make your retreat.
Okay.
Yes!
All right.
Next
one.
On to the next! Well done.
You can then enter its den, where you will find an endangered species egg, in this case, a Rathian.
Look at that!
Now I know, many of you will say, but Ryudo, what does any of this endangered species stuff have to do with habitat restoration, and why do I care?
O sacred stone, join rider and spirit in unfailing kinship.
Bind thy untamed spirit to mine.
Endangered species are some of the most powerful monsters in the game, and if nurtured properly through habitat restoration, they can mutate into different subspecies and even far more powerful deviant forms, which can easily turn the tide of any battle. During the end of the Rathian story quest, Leo will mention that Leo should keep the Rathian, but Leo then says that they will release the Rathian back into the wild to bolster her numbers and thus find more of them later on.
This is unbelievable! This little critter's gonna be the rarest monster around!
No, it won't be a monster. We're releasing it.
What? But why?
We have to release it, so it can put down roots, and the species can repopulate.
Oh yeah, would you call it eco-restore...
Habitat restoration.
That's it! Habitat restoration! Well,
It's at this point that Leo gives us the very basics about the process.
Okay. So, listen.
yes.
There are 4 areas within the Kingdom of Azuria region. Sunpetal Plains, Broadleaf Basin, Mirror Lake, and Blightstone Woods. Before habitat restoration can be done in any area of the map, a corresponding feral monster must be defeated in order for a ranger camp to be established. By now, you will have already defeated the feral young cuckoo in Sunpetal Plains.
How about this? You did it!
There are 3 more feral monsters in the region to deal with in order to unlock their respective areas for habitat restoration. A level 12 feral Paolumu in Broadleaf Basin. Oh yeah.
Let's give it our all.
We've got this.
Alright, let's see stats. Level 12. Should be able to take him out. A level 24 feral Nersilla at Mirror Lake.
Be careful!
Challenge.
and a level 44 Feral Brachydios in Blightstone Woods. After defeating their respective feral monsters, you will unlock each area for habitat restoration. As mentioned before, there are 4 areas within Azuria for habitat restoration: Sunpetal Plains, Broadleaf Basin, Mirror Lake, and Blightstone Woods. As you can see, when one of the areas is highlighted, on the bottom right I can see what monsters currently inhabit that area. Any question marks are monsters you have either not encountered or not found their eggs yet in the game. All monsters inhabiting a specific area or habitat will begin with the rank of C, meaning they live there but only randomly and not in large enough numbers. This will be reflected both in terms of the amount of monsters you will see in the overworld, as well as the quality of the monster's eggs. The quality of a monster egg, as well as their overall rank, will be based off of their corresponding ecosystem rank. Here, the monster's rank is C, because only C-rank monsters can be found in monster dens, because the monster's corresponding ecosystem rank is also C. As you hatch monster eggs and release them back into their respective habitats, their ecosystem rank will go up from C, B, A, and S rank. As these ranks increase, a few important changes will occur. This is important not only because it makes the world look more vibrant, but it also increases the number of adult monsters available for farming pieces needed to make equipment. This also makes it easier to farm eggs, as defeating monsters in the overworld can cause them to retreat to their dens, making egg collecting much faster.
Nice teamwork!
Yeah.
Higher ecosystem ranks mean higher quality eggs. Alright, first rainbow egg. Higher quality eggs have higher base stats, hatch at higher base levels, as well as have higher chances of getting rare quality egg skills, including those exclusive to certain species or areas of origin. Once a monster's rank has risen to B in any habitat, including one it is native in, you will start being able to find elemental variants of that monster. The chance increases even more as the monster's ecosystem rank rises to A, and dramatically more with an S rank. Remember the elemental symbols by each habitat earlier in the video? Well, each habitat has a corresponding element that affects the monsters living in it. For example, in the Azuria region, Sunpetal Plains has an elemental affinity of fire. Broadleaf Basin of thunder. Mirror Lake of water. And finally, Blightstone Woods of non-elemental or neutral damage. These elemental affinities affect what kind of elemental variants can be made in each habitat. So, for example, only fire elemental variants can be made in Sunpetal Plains, while thunder elemental variants can only be made in Broadleaf Basin. Any monster, native or introduced, can begin laying eggs with elemental variants once their rank has reached B. These elemental variants aren't just for getting a cool colored version of your favorite monster, but they also come with unique egg skills and rare genes that can make them stand out in combat.
Thanks.
Certain monsters, especially endangered ones, can mutate and even create deviant forms, which are often very powerful. Each one has its own set of requirements for mutation to happen. For example, after releasing enough Rathian in Sunpetal Plains to get Rathian's ecosystem ranked to B, it will mutate, and a rare pink Rathian mutation will then start to appear in the overworld and lay eggs. And even further, once you get either one of or both Rathian and Pink Rathian's ecosystem ranked to S, an even rarer, deviant form, Dread Queen Rathian will begin appearing in the overworld with eggs as well. There we go. Yep, Dread Queen Rathian has been added to the ecosystem. Remember this bottom box? Well, I never explained what the far right section was for. This section is for any monsters you release into a habitat where they are not native. For example, the Rathian line were not native to the current Sunpetal Plains habitat until now, so they are taking up 3 of the 5 slots available. Normally you have 5 native species and up to 5 more introduced species allowed in any one habitat. What's the purpose of introducing species into a non-native habitat? Elemental variants. As previously stated, elemental variants not only look cool, but they have different, unique abilities and genes, and there are many, many different combinations to discover. And although the rite of channeling is not yet unlocked, at least in the demo, in the full game it will become invaluable to be able to swap powerful genes and skills seamlessly with your favorite monsters. Unlike previous games, there will not be any penalty for exchanging genes. The game encourages it, in fact, so go out there and experiment on all the new skills and genes you can find.
Hey! Counting on you.
Thank you.
As previously mentioned, you can have up to 5 native species and 5 non-native species in each habitat. If, for example, you try and introduce too many species into a habitat, a box will appear, letting you know that the area is crowded and you will have to choose which monsters will stay. When you release multiple monsters of the same type, you will get a cumulative bonus increase of 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, or 1.5 times respectively for their ecosystem rank. You can use this to increase multiple monsters' ranks higher, or one single monster at a much higher rate, speeding up the process. Monsters that already have the area's same element as their base can produce eggs with dual affinity. For example, here in this clip I found a Yankuku that gained dual fire elements. I have not tested to see what differences or benefits there are, but do know that it is possible. Monsters born in different habitats on the map can also gain unique skills from that habitat. For example, monsters born in Sunpetal Plains may inherit an X skill called Heat Shimmer, which increases the entire team's evasion rate. While monsters from Broadleaf Basin can gain an ability called Volt Arms, a move that increases the entire team's status effect infliction rate, making it easier for the whole team to inflict paralysis, poison, burn, sleep, or bleed statuses. Finally, if you look down on the far bottom left of the Habitat Restoration page, you will see there are 3 X skills that are inherited by the monsters born in the Azuria region. These skills are unique to monsters born in Azuria. These skills are not exclusive, but rather cumulative. If the monster is B rank, they inherit the B rank X skill only. But if the monster is A rank, they inherit both the A rank and B rank X skill. And if the S rank monsters inherit all 3 X skills. If you go to your monster's environment skills tab, you will also see that all 3 X skills can be awakened into more powerful versions on the right side of the screen. The key way to know if your monster has an awakened version of the skill is to look at the words in the middle. If the skill has awakening with a blue bar, then the monster has the awakened version. If it has required genes and a gray bar, then the monster is missing genes or skills to unlock the awakened version of the skill.
There. A little slip shot, but it'll do.
It'll more than do. It's amazing. Who knew you could incubate eggs at a campsite?
No matter where you go or what you're doing, a ranger's always got to be able to hatch an egg.
Good to know.
So there you have it.
Wow.
Habitat Restoration isn't just a
Such
neat
rare
menu,
egg after
it's a
all.
strategic tool that shapes which
You can
monsters
say
you
that
see,
again.
which eggs you get, and how you tackle combat and collection in Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Are we ready?
Captain, you should see the grin on your face.
Oh, am I smiling? Yeah, I guess so. This is a very special egg after all.
You first.
Use it wisely and you will find yourself with better monsters, equipment, eggs, and a more dynamic overworld. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is looking like a massive monster collecting RPG that will bring fans from all over to the series. Check out my egg hunting guides and more in the links in the description.
A sky scale. It has been many years.
If you enjoyed this guide, and especially if you made it all the way to the end, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to follow me on this journey. I will be covering this game heavily on the channel, and appreciate your views and support. Forge the path, Rangers.
That's my family's oft-repeated motto. Now, right this way.
You say luck, but I would call it fate. And it brought me my best friend in the world.
We return to Vermeil, and tell those who are homeless and starving to simply wait.
Because Ratha, it's not a weapon!
Do what you can to help him. We're counting on you.
I can't stand it anymore. I can't afford not to go.